Titanfall 2, How to Master Monarch. Anyway, Monarch is a pretty all-aroundy Titan. Only the thing is that you start weak. When you're at your pinnacle, then you can do some crazy damage. Anyway, I'll explain my build for this video and maybe some little wiggle room for you guys, and also some strategies and some tips for you to actually get to master Monarch. First, well, I'll recommend Turbo Dash or Overcore. You can use Turbo Dash, but I like Overcore because this guy is all about getting that core. It's just if you feel risky, go Turbo Engine. It's the second best perk you can get for this specific Titan. Then the only viable perk here is Energy Thief. It replaces your regular execution, and I actually kind of like the execution, just how it looks. But then also you get a free battery from it, and 10% faster core ability cooldown. So yeah, that's a lot better. And survival of the fittest, you have to rely on teammates to actually, think for you instead of themselves. And then rearm and reload is kind of pointless. And shield amplifier is also kind of pointless because if you get 10% faster core meter, you regenerate your whole bar every single time you use your core. So it's a lot better than just zapping somebody every now and then. Anyway, onto the core upgrades. Arc rounds is a mech ability. I kind of like it just because for the sticky mirror matchups with two Monarchs, and I can melt through their shields if they happen to have a core, and I still have my ability on cooldown. And then energy transfer, well, you gotta have a coordinated team, and that don't really seem the case for me, and I usually play in pubs, just because. Then missile racks. This is very good. I didn't notice how powerful this thing is. If you have missile racks, you can output an absolute ton of that burst damage into one Titan, and also you can probably take out multiple pilots with it, which is pretty cool. And especially it's helpful in bounty hunt with those bounty Titans. All that money you get. And then you have rearm and reload, core upgrade 2, kind of pointless. Just like the Titan kit number 2, and Malice Storm is also pretty good. I don't really use it all that much, but if you happen to run into a match with an absolute ton of Ronins and you really want to counter those guys, use Malice Storm. When they get up in your face, use an electric smoke, Malice Storm or not, just pop it, and well, they're gonna get a lot of damage. And if you have those electric smokes stacked, you can put 3 of them down quickly, and he will literally blow up in your face. And then you have Energy Field, my favorite on this core ability tree, because you can get a full shield of health just because there's a huddle of Titans right next to a Legion or Tone, or even just a bunch of pilots. And also I don't have to be too accurate. Then you have Superior Chassis, which is obviously more health, and that is obviously very good. And then you have multi-target missiles, which is not that great. If they could ramp up the damage of the missiles when you have this on, now that'd be one very good perk to have, because it's a guaranteed hit and all, but it takes so long to pop it up, lock on, shoot them one at a time, put it back, and the cooldown loading each missile in one at a time is just too slow. Then the XO16 Accelerator. You just get more damage from rate of fire, and there is no drawbacks on that, so yeah, that is awesome. Okay, now for strategies. For what I'm using right here, I'd say it's kind of a survival and aggressive playstyle. I have a little bit more healing, and I forgot to mention, you do not get headshots when you have the Superior Chassis. I get that, and then I can go in and don't really need to worry about too much about enemies, so not too much. And then if I do happen to run out of shields, I can just zap them all and get a brand new one if they're too huddled close together. And then we also have the missile racks, which puts out a lot of damage for all those sneaky Ronins. And if I want to, I can switch it up to Maelstrom and take out those legions fast. And also with the Ronins. And probably even Tones, since they keep hiding behind that wall. And for arc rounds, what I used to have is arc rounds, energy field, and superior chassis or accelerator. You see in the pattern here, right? It's mostly just for damage output, just maxed, and it really does the job. And I'd say for CTF, 16 accelerator and the arc rounds are pretty good because of the fact pilots. CTF, you usually focus down on pilots quite a lot, so arc rounds and missile racks are going to be very good on core upgrade 1 and the XO16 accelerator also. And as for like Titan Brawl, I'd say superior chassis and maybe Maelstrom and Maelstrom energy field can go both ways. And missile racks and arc rounds go both ways, but I kind of lean towards the missile racks because of Ion has that perk which makes his shield last longer. And what's the point of shooting at Scorch's thing since Scorch is already kinda not so powerful? And yeah, other than that, then there's core upgrade 1, energy transfer. Yeah, you need a coordinated team for that. I think I already said it. Well, anyway, smack that like button, hit the sub, drop the comment, and I'll see you guys later for another video on the channel. Well, I'm out of here.